Hello communications class. I'm here today to talk to you about the conundrum of whether or not robots dream of electric sheep. And from my point of view, they never have and they never will. Now, I'm going to start with the 1977 release of the first Star Wars film. It was one of the first films to incorporate an almost lifelike alien technology and humanoid robots. And since then, science fiction has painted this gloriously magnificent picture of what robots will be like in the future, how they're almost capable of being human, and how their emotions are almost human as well. However, a work of fiction is all these robots will ever be. The emotionally capable robots is what I'm talking about. While the capabilities of man-made technologies, including robots, computers, anything of that sort, have yet to be discovered, humanoid machines are simply not capable of being truly human. Technology is part of our everyday lives, and we literally wake up to it, we spend our days with it, and we only shut it off before we go to bed. And some of us don't even shut it off before we go to bed. I know I'm guilty of that. I leave my cell phone on all night. Now, having been a regular consumer of technology for the past 20 years of my life, and I'm 20, using Siri on a daily basis and getting to explore the wonders of the robot vacuum cleaner at the age of 16, I learned about the capabilities of household robotics that I can get my hands on, and how far they can really take us into the future. Machines simply cannot experience emotion the same way that humans do, and perceive the world the same way that humans do. Man cannot create a robot that is capable of being human, no matter how intelligently designed. And robots are not created by nature. They're not created by God. They're not created by whatever you believe we're created by. They're created by us. And they're not composed of biological materials. Now, I'm going to start off with an experiment that was done called the Asimov robot. And he was built to save human lives. And he ended up falling short of his expectations because he chose not to save people when he was tasked to do it. The robot was incapable of making a rational decision in a very realistic situation. Had it been implemented in the real world, for example, in a combat zone where people are losing their lives every day, people would have lost their lives. Now, research has been performed on a variety of machines with varying degrees of technological advancement. Overall, the method by which robots learn through algorithms and upgrades and clouds, it's insurmountable to human learning. Human learning, which is done through neurons and through growth and development and time. And although it may come close in a scientific sense of the word, robotic learning cannot be compared to the human learning because of the biological makeup of the human brain. And that brings me to how robots do learn, which is through mathematics. As I said before, algorithms and upgrades. Mathematics has provided evidence that machines are not capable of producing human emotion, only a semblance of it. It's a smoke and mirrors kind of thing. Machines are not able to learn from they're able to learn from their programmers, but they're only able to learn to a certain extent. They cannot grow and develop the same way that the human mind does. They take the information from, for example, a very large database, and they're able to learn that way, which may be similar to the way that humans learn, but every robot learns virtually the same way, and again, through algorithms. Human learning is on a much more detailed and micro scale, meaning every single person learns in a different way. So it's impossible to compare the way that humans learn to the way that robots learn. Hopefully I've given you an overview of how robots will never be comparable to humans on an emotional scale, on a developmental scale, and on a basic existence scale. And it's silly to think that because they're robots, that they will ever be comparable to human beings. It's just not possible to have the same level of intelligence, for a machine to have the same level of intelligence that a human being does. Again, robots are simply not capable of producing human emotions and perceiving the world the way that humans do. Thank you very much.